So I promised I was going to make a video showing you how to make your own kind of like little butterfly embellishment that you could stick on scrapbooking pages or on a card. Obviously you wouldn't be able to put it in an envelope because, well, it would smush. But I'm going to show you how to make this one. I'm going to make one that's blue. This one, as you see, is got purples and some white and some gray. My mom requested purple butterfly, so I made one so that she can see. I'm going to show you how to make a blue one. So I just took my basic heart punch and I cut 2-inch strips based on the size of my punch. My punch is a heart that the width of it, or circumference I guess, I'm not sure, is 1 7/16 inch. So I took a 2-inch strip, folded it in half, and then I just took my punch, and instead of sticking my heart all the way in there, I just did it most of the way, but not quite, and it came out with a little butterfly. Now granted, I have a butterfly punch, but the butterfly punch I have is really small, so I'm going to do that with all of these, and we'll put it together. Sorry about any noise you hear in the background. My baby is awake and playing with his daddy, so, you know, he'll hear, you know, miscellaneous noises every now and again. Yeah, he's an explorer. He's gonna be 12 months old, so a year old on me next month on the 3rd. Can't believe it's done snuck up on me that quick. But so with this butterfly embellishment, I'm using a mixture of decorative paper and cardstock paper, but you can obviously use whatever you have on hand. I wanted to go based on matching with the one decorative paper that I have that I'm going to use in the butterfly. I wanted to go based around this one, so I chose several different shades of paper that matched that decorative paper. And also, I mean, if you don't have a heart punch, you can also just cut your strip however, you know, half of what the size of your butterfly you want to be, and you could just take your pen and just trace out, you know, just like as if you were going to do a heart on your paper, but just trace it without having a point. I mean, that's pretty sad, but, you know, anyway, that was a quick thing. So with this butterfly, the purple one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little butterflies cut out. So I need 2 more to be able to make it as thick as that. I mean, obviously you can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. The more you add, the more it's going to puff up around the edges. The less you add, the flatter it's going to be. The great thing that I like with this butterfly is that you don't really need anything elaborate. This is a very basic butterfly embellishment. So I wanted to give the top of my butterfly a little something like I did with this one. And I used my Stampin' Up! Mixed Bunch flour. And I'm going to ink it up real good. And I inked up the whole thing because I want to be able to line it up really well and make sure that I don't have any spots that aren't inked on my butterfly. So I'm just going to get a scratched piece of paper. And I'm going to stamp it on there to give it a little bit of something. See, now you've got just a little bit of prettiness there. And I think I want to do it on this other one too. It's going to be farther in, so that you'll be able to see just a little bit of something peeking out on the edges. And I may even end up inking the edges as well. I didn't do it with the other one, but I may go back and do that. Because I think it would just add a little extra something. Okay, so now the assembly is just easy. You just pick what order you want all these to be in. So I obviously want this one to be my top one. So I want my decorative paper to be next. Maybe a white, blue, brown, another decorative piece, another blue, and then my base to be black. So one of the things I found when I put together the purple one is they don't come out the exact same size, but they're all, I mean, you can see they're all a little bit different, but not far off. And so I wanted to also give it a little more dimension. So I took, this is just a mouse pad. I just take my pen and just press into it and curl it to give it a little more dimension. I'm going to do that with all of them. And I found that it's easier if you pick out the pattern, and not pattern, well yeah, pattern that you want your order, I guess, I think is the right word, that you want your butterfly to be in before you do this, so that you can do them all in order and then stack them back up in order and then glue them together. Just a few more. I hope this is coming out okay. I've never done a DIY video before, so I tried to watch, you know, some different YouTube ones and see what they did, and I don't know, we'll just have to see. Alright, just two more. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to ink the edges. I think that'll give it a little extra oomph. Make it really pretty. Alright. Alright, now that you have all of your butterfly pieces curled, you can just start gluing. And you only need, you know, obviously just a little tiny strip down the middle. I am using Scotch clear glue two-way applicator. This bottom part is a sponge, and then as you see there's a, you know, a fine tip on the top. I love this. I use it a lot. When I ran out a couple months ago, I was sad and had my husband pick some up from Walmart because I was like, where'd my glue go? I need my glue. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but paper crafting is what keeps me sane. Being a mother of 3 and working and being married and having animals, I definitely need something that's kind of like therapy, and that's what paper crafting is for me. I really find it relaxing, as long as I can get to do it without you know, screaming children and the like. Yeah, I've been doing paper crafts as long as I can remember. I've always loved paper. If you've read the story that I made up about little Erin and her little paper crumbs, which is the title of my blog, which you know, you'll understand why I call it that. Yeah, when I was a little girl, I certainly got in trouble a lot for all the little paper crumbs all over the floor, and losing Dad's scissors and using up all his tape, and it was certainly it was certainly fun playing with paper. I love playing with paper. Alright, we're coming down to the last one here after I get this one on there. Alright, so What I'm going to do before I fluff it is I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges on my purple one so this blue one has time to set. Because if you don't give it time to really set, when you go to fluff it, you might shift them. And the great thing about this glue is it does stay tacky for a little while, so you have time to adjust and move your pieces. So, I have here some Stampabilities Grape Pigment ink. I love pigment ink because you can emboss with just your clear embossing powder, and you don't have to worry about buying all these different embossing powders. You just get all your different types of pigment inks, and it works out great. I think it comes out beautifully. Alright, so let's get a little more ink on this purple one. So there you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference. But so I inked the edges of the purple one. So now let's go ahead and ink the edges of the blue one. And then we'll adjust it. As you hear, the baby's getting a hold of something, but it'll be okay. Daddy's over there with him. So let's go ahead and fluff our butterfly up here. So obviously you just spread your wings out. Just pull them up towards the center. And just give them a fluff. Get down in there. Decide how you want them fluffed. I think it really comes out neat because it really looks like, you know, the butterfly is gonna fly off the page. It's very pretty. But so there is our finished butterfly. You can see got the edges inked, and you can see on the sides how you can just get a peek of the other papers in there. Well, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it turned out okay, and I'll see you later.